Okay, starting this one a little bit. I don't even know. Hold on. I'm gonna wait to talk if it's going live. And we're live. Okay, cool. So starting this one a little bit earlier today at 11 a.m. Gonna see if I get a little bit better response or a little bit more interaction with the chat. But I have I've got showings later on after 12 o'clock, so that's why I had to get out here a little bit earlier. So this will be a quicker one. I'm gonna try to do this till about 12 p.m. and then be done, but we'll hop into this. I'll give it one more minute for people to join in. Not really expecting a whole bunch of people to join in. Hopefully you guys can hear me well. I didn't set up my GoPro. I'm streaming off my Mac video camera because I forgot my connection, which honestly, now that I'm doing this, it was a lot faster setup just using my, I don't even know why I didn't use my Mac camera to begin with. I guess because I had the GoPro so I could use it, but hopefully the audio is good. Alright, we got 2 viewers right now. Let me put this in the chat. Comment a builder neighborhood. Oh, forgot to spell neighborhood. Neighborhood, builder neighborhood area you want me to review. If no one leaves a comment over a place they want me to review, I'll probably just jump into comparing rentals in Frisco and where like the price range of current homes active, and then looking at some rentals in that area if you're thinking about investments. Let's see, pin. Okay, that message is pinned, and then I'll give this one more minute and then we'll start here. Okay. Oh, jeez, that's my phone. Highland Homes, Sandbrook Ranch, Aubrey. Okay, awesome. We got one already. Perfect. 11 a.m. is already off to a good start. 12 o'clock, a little bit slower. 11 a.m. we're going. Okay, so let's just pull up. I have this. Let me just go into. I'm just gonna go into their Highland Homes website just to see what they have available right now. But I know starting off, there's not going to be any rent. I don't know if you're looking for rentals, but there's not. That's the thing with Sandbrook, is like there's no rentals in there. It's just families that are buying a home and living in their own thing. It's not really like investor. Sandbrook Ranch. Okay, here we go. All right, have you been Hopefully I'm pronouncing your name right. Vishal, have you been to the Sandbrook Ranch area? Or are you like relocating and you're kind of looking at stuff? I'm wondering like how much knowledge you know about this place just to begin with, or you just don't really know anything right now. Okay, cool. All right, so they say 45s, 50s, 60s, 70s over in this section. What lot size are you looking at? I mean, they got a pretty good range here. But this is gonna be into, what school district is this into? Salina, Prosper versus Rowland and Melissa, which are better to buy home for future growth prospect? So I'll just tell you right now, Melissa, I personally, like, those prices look good right now. School district's great in there, but some of those neighborhoods are around the landfill at Melissa, so I would just stick more towards the Salina and Prosper side at the end of the day. I mean, you don't want to give buyers a reason not to buy your home, and that's just like one of the big reasons. Now there's some other like neighborhoods that are cross 75 on the west side that I would recommend, but those are zoned for McKinney ISD, and I see more families trying to get into Melissa ISD because that whole school district is going through like more stuff. But Salina is going to be bigger than Prosper and Frisco combined. So if you can get into Salina now, over the next 10 years, it's just going to be adding more and more things, especially before Legacy Hills gets in there. Vishal, did you know what size lot you were looking at? I mean, I'm not going to review all of these. I mean, I could, but I'm not going to review all of these. I was going to just pick a certain lot size. Most of my families are going for like 50s or 60s. 70s are usually priced out of their budget, and then 45s are usually too small. Okay, 50s, perfect. Okay, so 50s within here. Let me just look at these floor plans real quick, and I'll pick out which one I think. Did you have a floor plan that you did like? Let me just see which one is like the most popular one. That usually, the Westbury plan, I hear families talk about that one. The Waverly plan is another one. The Davenport is pretty popular, but I think that's, let's look at something that could be like 3,000 square feet, because I think that's okay. Denton, Davenport. Okay, these are good questions now. You're giving me better questions. Okay, because I'm just kind of improvising as I go along. The Denton plan and Davenport plan, are they overpriced? Let's see. Well, here's the thing in general. If you're looking at the other builders and what their price is at for their square footage, Highland Homes is going to be more expensive. That's just going to be with the quality. It's just going to be like all the homes I've been doing with Highland Homes have been great to work with. Have had no problems with the builders. The builders are pretty active getting back to us about things. And they use good quality within their home. Now, that's not too far different from like an American Legend or something like that, but I do find that more families like going with Highland Home over Coventry. Was there another builder within Sandbrook that you were interested in, that you were comparing it to, or are you just looking at Highland Homes? Because they're going to be priced out more expensive than anyone else. So if you look at it like that, yes, it is a little bit overpriced compared to what everything else is, but there's a reason for that. Some of the standard things that come within the Highland Home feel like an upgrade compared to that of like some other builders, where there's some other builders where you're going to feel like you're just kind of upgrading the whole time. All right, so let's see this. This is, oh, dude, don't go with the DR Horton and Sutton Fields. Do not go with, yes, don't do the DR Horton. I can't. I could not sleep at night recommending a DR Horton to people. That's why on my channel you don't see me do any DR Horton videos. Like I had one person come in and they were like, I think there's a neighborhood called Silverado, and they were like, hey, could you do a neighborhood tour over Silverado? And I was really like, I could, but I won't, because it's DR Horton neighborhood. There's been some neighborhoods that I have toured that do have DR Horton. Like I did do a tour over Sutton Fields and talked about DR Horton, but that video was just for like Sutton Fields in general, and not specifically like a DR Horton and marketing that specific builder, because I like kind of staying away. My family, like my family's been living here for so long. My parents bought a DR Horton back in 2005 for my grandma who lived over in Little Elm at the time. That was a mistake, and ever since then my parents have just been like, we will never buy a DR Horton. But I also see that with other families right now and like the things they deal with. I also hear that from people who own homes that are grand homes from like 2010 and a little bit older, and them having problems with their homes now. That they're running into with like HVAC problems. Now that can happen with any type of builder, but I just kind of see a trend with some other builders compared to some other ones sometimes. It'll be interesting to see how these homes do in a decade from now that were built in 2020, because it was 2020 and materials were pretty scarce with things. Okay, so let me just look at what I'll do now. Since you told me DR Horton, and I've had people comment DR Horton before. Prakash, I'll get to you in a second. All right, let me get this thought just done with here. Man, I think I'm gonna start the live streams at 11 a.m. now, because this is popping today. Let's do this. For like the past 3 weeks, I've been like, where is everyone? Where is everyone? All right, let me just see what Sutton Fields have, but I'm telling you right now, if you have the option between the Sutton Fields or the Sandbrook Highland Homes, go with the Highland Homes at Sandbrook Ranch. Like, all right, I'm gonna pick one that's close to that square footage of the Davenport. So the Davenport plan. Ooh, Brenda's texting me. No, Brenda. All right, so it's 2,200 square feet. Now let's go see this. 22. These are 16. I mean, but the thing is, DR Horton hits a very specific buyer, and I see more buyers doing DR Hortons where they already lived in Dallas. I don't see, like, I still see families that relocate and they'll buy a DR Horton, but I think DR Horton is more for the first-time home buyers that are like already located in Dallas and already have like a pretty low budget. Most of the people that are relocating from other places, you know, they're selling their homes that are pretty expensive already because they're coming from New Jersey, Florida, California, and those areas, so they can easily afford, you know, a more luxury, like a Highland home or a more luxury home that people view here. But they're treating that as a first-time home buy. But like usually around here, a Highland home isn't a first-time home buy for like a family that's been living in Dallas for a long time. That's like usually a second purchase. Okay, thank you for sending me that MLS number. Okay, this one. Okay, these are the Sutton Field floor plans. This is D.R. Horton that we're looking at. We're gonna. Okay, so this one's 2185, I think. Let's do. Alright, they don't have a 20. They don't have a 22. This one's 21. That one's pretty close. Okay, we'll compare these two. Okay, so the thing about the future investment, as in like future investment that you want to use as a rental, because they don't do rentals in Sandbrook. Now, I don't know what the bylaws are. Like for example, Star Trail over in Prosper, you have to own the property for 2 years and then you can rent it out. All these neighborhoods have different, you know, stipulations on what they can do because usually they want families buying in. But I know for a fact right now Sandbrook Ranch does not do any leases. So if you're trying to do a lease, I'd stay away from that. And maybe Sutton Fields would be a little bit better. But honestly, like I find better rental rates out in like the McKinney area for like those prices. So if you're looking for a future investment on something, maybe the McKinney area might work for you if you're in that certain price range of things. All right, let's just compare these. All right, we're gonna compare the Denton plan. That's this one story at $493 that can be a 3 to 4 bed with this D.R. Horton that's over in Sutton Fields. Both of these neighborhoods are located off FM 1385, which is that road here that you see right down the middle that everyone just absolutely hates. Okay, let me just see this floor plan. Let's see here. Give me the floor plan. Can you give me the floor plan? Okay, let's see this floor plan. Okay. So covered patio space, you got the breakfast area, family room, corner fireplace, which I see some families wanting the center fireplace, but corner fireplace is like the trend right now with things. Staircase there, kitchen over to the corner. You got the utility, bathroom, bedroom in the front, so it doesn't look like you're gonna have an office space. Maybe you could turn one of these into an office space. A 2-car garage, it looks like they do a tandem. Game room area, 2 bedrooms upstairs with 1 shared bathroom with all those. You do have this floor plan open to below, which families do typically like a little bit more. Let's see. Got a 4 area front porch area. I mean, I like the layout of this. I mean, I would do an office space in the front instead of a bedroom, but you know, that's just how many bedrooms you want. Now let's look at this Denton plan. All right, this Denton plan is a little bit more square footage. Remember, this one is 462 and it's 2100. This one is 493 and it's 2200 square feet, so a little bit more square footage. Now let's see how this one's laid out. See, already like I'm liking how this one's laid out because you have the study in the front, which is like the big trend right now that you see more families doing with doing the work from home. You have 4 bedrooms, you have the primary suite in the back, and then it looks like you get a bigger walk-in closet. I like how this bathroom is set up because you have the 2 sinks and then you do have like a middle space in between with more stuff. Usually on like a D.R. Horton, you're not going to get like a big space in between those 2. It's kind of like a Bloomfield. Like you'll walk into the primary bedroom bathroom and the sinks will just kind of be, the sinks will be treated more like how like a typical bathroom is. That's like maybe upstairs that's going to be shared between like 2 kids or 2 family members. It doesn't really feel different from like the D.R. Hortons. Now the Highland homes that have more space, but you got to also keep in mind that this is 2200 square feet, so it's still going to feel a little bit tight. On here, the bathroom was okay, so the bathroom does have a closet to it. Okay, that's good. Bedroom, bathroom, these 2 are shared. Family room, outdoor living. So you get that, you get the same amount of bedrooms. It looks like this one, 2-car garage. Is it just a 2-bath? Oh no, it can be a 3.5 bath. Okay, but this one right now, this floor plan, because this is the utility closet in the middle here. You guys can't see my cursor, but kitchen, dining over to the side. But this has no fireplace. But maybe you could add that. Let's see, powder, bath, flex, fireplace. Okay, so that's where the fireplace would go. You could do an extended, which is a little bit more. And I do like these patios, like this patio, and this just comes down to privacy. So if you see this patio, I like it where maybe the dining room is on this side, you have just like this area in the middle, or let's say the family room's over to the right. Sorry if this is like super pixelated, I'm like zooming in. But you see like this left side of the covered patio, how it's just like open. You're not gonna get a lot of privacy, especially with these homes being like 45, 50-foot lots. So I like it better when it's like you're kind of hidden. You can see the dining room on the right, the primary suite on the left, and then you could be sitting out in this patio area and you kind of feel a little bit more privacy secluded in a way. Now when you extend it out, your neighbors are going to see you from your backyard, but this adds just a little bit more privacy on things. It looks like this is only a 2-car garage. You might be able to extend to 3, but they don't show that option. This plan, but yeah, is it a little bit more money than the DR Horton? Let's see how much more. Starting, it's like almost $30,000 more, or it is $30,000 more. I would say it's worth that, to be honest. However, Sandbrook, now if we're now comparing school districts, Sutton Fields is going to be zoned for Prosper ISD, which is going to be better long-term investment-wise, though there are better builders than DR Horton within Sutton Fields that I would look at. That's my take on that. Okay, let me just try to get to these people right now. Okay, we did that. What's your view? The next message I had in here was from Garima. Hopefully you're still, or Garima? Grima? If I'm pronouncing that right, I'm sorry. Salina versus Melissa. Salina and Prosper versus Melissa. Okay. Long-term investment-wise, Salina and Prosper over Melissa. There's no landfill over in Salina and Melissa. And there also is probably, like, I could almost put money on there is going to be a mall put in somewhere in Salina at some point, because about a year and a half ago, almost 2 years ago, there was talks about a mall going in on like the Prosper Salina side, but then it was a Chinese developer. He ended up backing out of it, but that being said, they've talked about it, so there might be someone else that comes. But really, you need Jerry Jones to come back in and just throw down even more money. I mean, he's still buying up property. Okay, this is an MLS number. Hopefully you're still here, Grima. Or I'm just gonna stop. I keep on trying to pronounce your name correctly, and I feel like I'm just doing a worse job. Okay, let me find this. I don't know where this. MLS. Okay, is this the home here? Oh, this is in Prairie View. I like this neighborhood. It does go to Prosper ISD. All right, let's look at this real quick. Now, what I would like to do is compare this with some other homes within that neighborhood. So let me take this address and put it into my thing here. Alright, so this is the home. Now, if we do this, because I just want to look at what other stuff is selling around here. for sale. Look at this one. Prakash, I'll get to you in a second, real quick. Let me just do this one since this person left their thing in beforehand. Okay, was this the home? This is where Prairie View is over here. Let's see, is this Prairie View? Prairie View. I know Prairie View is somewhere in here. I don't know why it's not popping up for me. Okay, let me just look through this home real quick, see what I think. All right, front, I think that looks okay. It's a corner lot. Oh, it looks like actually extended ceilings on here. Makes it feel a little bit bigger within the home, which is kind of nice when it has a layout like this. Usually, on the homes that I'm walking through, when the layout is like this ceiling will not be extended this high and vaulted up like this. So, I guess that's a plus. Kitchen looks like a good amount of cabinet space. You also got this like butler pantry on the side. That doesn't look too bad. Office space. Okay, and also the bedroom ceilings look pretty good. Let's see. Okay, and it looks like they built out their patio a bit more. Okay, there's your amenity centers. Okay, this is the floor plan. So it looks like the garage gives you a little bit more storage, which is nice. Utility room, small mud room, dining, family room. I like how it's vaulted up on that with the family room. That is kind of nice. Now, this one's listed at $625,000. Let's see what else you could get at this price range. Let's just do 600, because honestly you could probably come down even a bit more from that 625. They already look like they're pretty motivated to sell on that. Are you currently looking to buy right now, or are you just kind of looking at stuff? Let's do 590 actually. Up to, let's do 630. Prakash, the reason I'm staying away from Slant across from us is I feel like there's a lot of hype going on now, which makes homes pricier. So looking for other potential areas in the future. Yeah, it's super hyped up right now. I think the next best area that people usually go towards after that is either McKinney or then they go into Argyle ISD. Hazlitt, I know there might be some parts that maybe go into Argyle ISD. I'm not sure. That's usually where my families like end up going afterwards. It's just that like I have some people that don't like the northwest side of Hazlitt because it's pretty rural, but if you stay more towards the south where like the highway systems are, with some neighborhoods over there. But you're not wrong, Prakash, like it's definitely hyped up. There's definitely a lot of people. That's usually where most of my people are trying to get into right now. However, I think that's more because like my YouTube is a little bit more biased towards that area. So like I'm sure if I made more videos around Hazlitt, I'd have more families coming in with Hazlitt, so that's the other thing. It's like, okay, looking to buy. Well, if you're looking to buy right now, I'd love to work with you. I am licensed agent. I am licensed to kill. Sell. All right, these, let's just see what else you could get at 625 in the Frisco market. Are you wanting to be zoned for Prosper ISD though? Is that why you're picking Prairie View? Or do you not care? Are you okay with Frisco ISD? Dude, I tell you what. Not really. Okay, yeah, they're about the same, so, I mean. Okay, this one's at 625 here. They're down 34,000 already. Let's just look through this one. All right, this is 625. This is a 2003, and then this one was a 2019, so already better, but it's got 34,000 square feet. This other one has 22, so you do get a lot more square footage within this one, and this one is located over towards the Little area, which is going to be closer so here's the thing to think about living over in this side. So you see this commute already? Like, look how far away you are from the Dallas North Tollway. Rather than that other home that was located like in this area here where it says Little Elm, where you're kind of pretty close to that Dallas North Tollway. So you'd probably be hitting an extra toll maybe on El Dorado, or maybe you got on the PGA Parkway. So a little bit longer to get out to things. Most of the stuff you're gonna enjoy around Frisco, and I don't know if you're from this area or maybe you're been renting for a bit of time, but families find themselves more in this southern part of Frisco when they're going out and like enjoying things. So like I would say location of this other one at 625 is better. However, it's a 2003, so like that doesn't really like, you know, tickle my fancy, if you know what I'm saying. They do have some built-outs. Kitchen looks a little bit more dated. Master bedroom looks super small. They do have this upstairs. So that's where the extra square footage is coming in. And then I do think you get a better backyard. So I would say this one is better than that at 625. Let's see what else we could find within this 625. 599, 625. There's the one that we were looking at, 625 there. I wonder if I can do the year built. Let me do a year built. Let me do from let's just do 2017 since you're already looking at a pre-owned up to a 2022. Okay, so there's that 625. So you have townhomes at 595, 619. So these are the 4 homes in the market right now. So let's check out this one. Now this one is located, if you can see my map, you can see how it turns blue over to the left. So this one at 615, I would say is located in a worse spot than this one at 625. This one at 615, I believe this is over in, which one is this over in? This is over in Summer something. All right, let's just go through this home. This one's 619. This is okay, this has got 300 more square feet. But if you're a work from home, that might be okay. Let's look through this home. Okay, so you got the office space, you have an actual sectioned off dining area, living room. Ceilings look fairly tall in here, but then again, this is from I think you're gonna get more ceiling height in that other one. Let's see what this backyard looks like. Here's what the bathroom, bathroom. Okay, and you get a more of a patio space with a grill. And then this also is a corner lot too. So I mean, this could be another option. I don't think this one's too bad. I mean, this one's at 619 or it's at 615. It's been active for 2 days. So maybe you could check this one out. I just think that now I will say it's on the south side of 380, which is a little bit nicer, but well, I guess I thought this was a little bit further, but I don't know. I think both of those are kind of in the same like location of things. I will say that I think this home is gonna appreciate better than that other one on Perry View, because over here, you got the PGA Fields of Frisco. You got all that stuff going on right here. So I don't know. Maybe check this one out. This one is this one's 1320 Dolverton Drive. If you want more details on it, if you want to work together with me, love to help make you offers on it. But you can send me a text. This is my phone number, and this is my email. If you want to keep it more profesh. All right, Prakash, we're on to you now. We own a home in Coppell area, and hopefully you haven't left me yet. We own a home in Coppell area and planning to move out by renting the current home. So looking for options and heard about Hazlitt and one of the options. So trying to find more info. The reason I'm staying away from Salina Prospero on the north side is I feel like there's a lot of hype going on. So Hazlitt, okay, Prakash, hopefully you're still here. What's your price range? And then we'll start from there. Because I think Hazlitt's a great area. You're by South Lake, you're by those areas. Now, people, like, the thing is, like, the DFW airport, okay? And I've lived in Frisco my whole life. You still find Southwest Airlines flying over you. You'll see the American Airlines flying over you. However, when you live over in this, let me just pull up this. All right, we're moving over to Hazlitt. Maybe it doesn't go. Yeah, I don't think it goes to Argyle because Argyle's way up here. Yeah, Hazlitt's totally different. School district is kind of whatever in Hazlitt. Let me get rid of these. And I'll tell you my favorite neighborhoods within Hazlitt. 650 or less. I'm open to other areas to look like Argyle. Do you have a kid, Prakesh? Because I find more of my family's trying to get into Argyle ISD. Because that one's rated really good, and especially with sports too. But you know, your kid might not be. Your kid might be a gamer. Although there are school districts now putting in like video game facility stuff. Prosper ISD just did that with their new high school, Walnut Grove. Okay, let's do the price. 2 middle and 1 first grader. Yeah, so I would say if they're getting ready to go into high school, I would recommend Argyle ISD over any of those school districts that are over there. But we'll start with Hazlitt. Let's do 600. Let's just do 675, because why not? Okay, so this. Okay, so I'm guessing 1 middle school, middle, 1 first grader. So do you want a 2-story, or are you okay with a 1-story? Because probably 2-story with a good builder is pushing it with that budget for like an actual solid builder. But what I was going to finish my thought on was the DFW airport is right here. It's in this area here. Okay. The way that the tarmac is set up, planes will fly in kind of between where it says South Lake and Grapevine. You'll also find planes like flying over like the Euless area over there. So like if you were to live in Colleyville, South Lake, Grapevine, any of these spots, Coppell, you're gonna notice, I mean, even up in Flower Mound in some spots, you'll notice the planes, like some parts of South Lake and Colleyville, like I feel like the homes actually shake. Keller's a little bit less, and then once you get out to Hazlitt, it's a lot better. Usually, now I'm not gonna say planes are gonna fly over you, but they're not flying like as loud or as consistent or as noticeable. Okay, so the neighborhood that I would recommend that I would try to get you into is the one I did a neighborhood tour over recently. If we could take a few points, why are they? Okay, so I think when it comes down to the communities, Argyle and Hazlitt, what I've seen now recently, both of them are going to be like pretty close on like these new communities when it comes to the pit or the mud, right? So you're going to have like tax rates of like 2.5 within there typically, so not a huge difference. However, over in Argyle, the communities over in that section are a lot, let's just say, grander with their amenity centers. Over here in Hazlitt, the communities are usually like, I'm not gonna say they're bad, they're just, you know, you get an amenity center with maybe like sidewalks, but you're not gonna get like huge pool area, tennis courts, all that stuff. Over in Argyle, a lot more of those types of communities are getting built. Over here, like let me just take, see these are First Texas homes, which are just like, that's my thought on that. And did you want new construction, Prakesh? Because if you want new construction, like something like this, a Perry home over in, is this Watercress? No, this is Rita Ranch. Watercress might be, hold on, I just want to see what Watercress is. Okay, this is my thing with Argyle. If you're okay with things not being developed out right now, and you know, growing over time, and the infrastructure, like they're just now building their commercial. I mean, they're just now probably putting in like Starbucks and like those things. Like they have like, maybe they don't have like actual shopping malls, shopping centers. You have to kind of go into Flower Mound or drive into South Lake. Living in Hazlet, you'd be closer to South Lake, so you'd be like, you know, just moments away from those things. I'm interested to see what these are selling at. Okay, so these American Legends, like this is the neighborhood I would recommend if you're looking at Hazlet. I would recommend, like this one's at 659. That's 2,400 square feet. That might be a little bit too small for you. This one's 630, 2,800, 4-bed, 3-bath. I think this could be a great option, but this is a pretty nice neighborhood over here. And I did do a tour over this, but you also, Prakash, send me a email or a text message, and we can kind of go over more details if you're looking for something right now. But like, look at the inside of this. Okay, so American Legend will do things, and it won't let me actually. Like, look at this kitchen. Okay, you got cabinets stacked all the way up to the ceiling. You got dining room area, good size. I'm not gonna say that's a huge island, but I mean, kitchen space. Look at this, built out study. You also have this extended bedroom that kind of goes a little bit further out, which is an upgrade. Sinks are a little bit more spread out. You do have the tub. I mean, I think that right there could be a pretty solid option at almost 3,000 square feet. Now, if I flip this over to Perry Homes, which I like Perry Homes over American Legend, but I do find some families like the American Legend over. I mean, it just comes down to your preference and kind of what you like things laid out at. Okay, this one, let me just get you one that would be like available to build. So I would say like probably 592. If you're trying to stay within that 650, I would say probably like 592 would be like the max budget. You probably have to go with like a lot that is a little bit smaller, but like, let's just look at this floor plan. Okay, so this is 2,400 square feet. So it looks like, and that's usually what I see. I usually see Perry Homes priced out a little bit more than that of American Legend with some things. So you got 3-car garage. You could do another home office. Bedroom could also be like a flex room. Entryways a little bit long, like a hallway. They do have like a game room, media room area, dining, kitchen that faces out towards the family room, primary bedroom. It looks like you got 2 separate closets. I do like how the Perry Homes are kind of set up when like you walk. They have like really good symmetry within the bathrooms that I usually find. And they have another bedroom back here, mudroom, utility closets. That's kind of what that looks like. But I think the American Legend would be a better option for you over in Hazlet, over in Watercrest. Now that neighborhood is going to have like one of the highest tax rates compared to like the other older neighborhoods around there. But now all the new communities, they're kind of doing that. Let me look. Okay, let's just look at this First Texas home. What is this? What is this one? This is a 20. Ooh, this was 3,100 square feet. This one is located. Where's this one located? Brand new sub. Is this also, this might also be Watercrest. I think this is an American Legend. Okay, check out this one. Ooh, look at these ceilings. Okay. This one's got a little bit more character to it. Bathroom's a little bit tight. Bedroom looks like you actually get 3 rails that kind of go up, so more storage in there. This is a little bit too gray for me though. Like, it's a little bit too white and gray. And then you don't get as much. I would say this kitchen is lacking. Like, look how tight this cook area. Like, when you're doing your stove and your cook, like, you want that more. I mean, you're gonna have no space to like cook anything. You're gonna have to be going back and forth from the sink and over there, so you don't even get in. Really, this is a poor kitchen space. I don't know. I like the fireplace, but that kitchen space sucks. Okay, let me look at this. First Texas home. Okay, this is a First Texas home. This is in another neighborhood that's a pretty big master plan community. Let me just show you the inside of these. Okay, this is what it usually looks like. So study, gonna be a lot bigger. Not gonna be as good quality as American Legend or Highland Homes or Perry Homes. You do get a pretty good kitchen and dining space though. Okay, Laterra community. Yeah. First Texas Homes, they're like a glorified D.R. Horton. That's kind of the way I see that. I mean, they're kind of like a Bloomfield. They're just, you know, they're within a price range for first-time home buyers. This bathroom, I like the way this bathroom's set up. This is nice. Still a little bit too bright white for me. And then just right now, guys, like if you're building a home, do the black window frames. Like the white window frames are going out of style very quickly. I do like the curved staircase. Okay, kitchen, you get a breakfast nook, patio area, family, bedroom, study in the front, living in the front, dining. So that's kind of nice. You get those separate things. Now, I think I'd rather have more of a bedroom down at the... Yeah, so like, here's the other thing too, is like like when it comes to it, like I find more real estate agents are doing videos over like model homes, because that's what everyone wants to see, right? Like everyone wants to see the model home tour, but the model home tour kind of skews people into thinking like that's what the homes like actually look like, and they're not. Like you'll walk through a model home, you'll walk through a First Texas model home, and you'll be like, wow, this is spec'd pretty nice, this looks good, I like the way this is furnished out. And then you'll go walk through their inventory home and it'll just look totally different. So that's just, I mean, but that's with any builder, so it's not just like with these, you know, lower end builders. It's usually with anyone. So that's why on my channel I try to go out to like actual homes that are like inventory or they're pre-owned, to give people a better idea. Now I'll do model home tours, but I just find that model home tours usually like don't give you the reality of what it actually is going to be. Laterra does give you a better HOA rate at $775 annually. I also think you get the school within there too. So if you do have a kid, then but you see these ratings of these schools, that's not good. That is not, like, usually I'm having older families move into Hazlet. Like I've been working with some older couples, single older couples moving over into Hazlet. My younger families are moving over into the Argyle area. Like the Ridge at North Lake's a pretty good community that I've moved some families into, and then also like they have Coventry in there. Taylor Morrison is all right. They're not, I'm not gonna say they're like wow, but Coventry is within there too. Let me actually do this real quick and show you, since we're talking about schools, I also have this down in my description. So if you, let's see if I can do this. I don't know why it's not letting me look up schools. Alright, if you go down into my description, you can also do this yourself, but I have a mortgage calculator, I got some other things in here. I also have a local home search. So I don't know why, but it's not letting me. Okay, that's interesting. It's not letting me search schools. Usually there's a search bar right there. I don't know why, if it's not popping up. Alright, well I was gonna say we could look at schools and their ratings, but I don't know why. I don't know why. There's usually a search bar here, I swear. I don't know why it's doing that. Well, that's a bummer because I wanted to talk about. Either way, just know that the Hazlitt school system is going to be rated very low. Argyle is going to be a lot better. Now, if we flip over to Argyle, I'll show you some of these homes. Let's do active. Let's do property type, houses. Let's do filter. Let's do year built, 2022. It's a 2023. And then you said your price was up to $650. $650. Okay, so look at this. This is a Coventry home that is a quick move-in. I would recommend this in a heartbeat compared to the other ones we've been looking at. Because this is probably, yep, this is at the Ridge at North Lake. Great community, great amenities, got the schools right by it. And look at how much better Frisco ISD education. How much better, how much more better? Grammar, guys. These school districts are rated compared to that of the Hazlitt ones. So that's something to keep in mind too. And that goes into like investment, families. Cool. Yeah, for sure. Progress. Well, hey, send me a text. Let's work together on this. I'd love to help represent you and home purchase. I love moving families over into the Argyle area too. I've done a couple deals over there, and I want to do more deals over there. I'm kind of stuck over in like the Salina Prosper area right now with things. Like last December, I was moving more families into the Argyle area when inventory was kind of like really bad and prices were kind of increasing crazy, and then they dropped down. And people started going over into Argyle. But like, look at this one. This one's almost 3,000 square feet. So you get dining, 2-car, kids retreat, bedroom, master, and then there's an upstairs, I believe. Yep. And then you also get an upstairs room that's open down to below. So that, I mean, you could put windows up there. You can make it feel more airy, more spacious. So I think that could be another good option. This one says completed by January 31st. I'm also, like, my brokerage is also a property management group, so I do work with, investors that are renting out their homes, and we have like our own plumbers and our own like workman, handyman too. I know that some landlords usually handle that themselves. Usually when it comes down to renting, like a property management group, and if you only have one property, then you might be able to handle that yourself at the end of the day. But if you start getting more, then probably want to pass that on to somebody else. But usually, like, you see property management companies take like 6 to 8% over what you're renting out the home for off that price. So hopefully that gives you a little bit better idea. These are the this is the amenity center though. I mean, it's a great little area. Workout rooms. You're right off 35 too, so if you need to get out to the DFW airport or something like that, not too bad. But I would recommend the Ridge at North Lake. I would check out that one. Man, this live stream has been flying right now because I'm getting some great. Thank you guys so much for like sending messages. I will say, like, for the past 3 weeks, it's been a little bit of a bummer on these live streams, and it could just be because I've been starting them at 12. I think I'm gonna do 11 o'clock next week because this has just been awesome. Like, getting this many people kind of interacting and talking with me. Usually I'm just talking to myself. Anyone else? We'll be in touch. Okay, look forward to it, man. Okay, anyone else want to leave a comment? I'm probably going to wrap it up here because I'm about to head to Star Trail for a builder meeting with another family. Cross your fingers we find something for them. Anyone else? Going once. Anyone? No other comments, questions, concerns? Probably gonna end it here. Maybe one more place, guys, that I could review. Or is that gonna be it? What other places were over in Argyle? That's what else I want to know. Coventry looks like they have a lot of stuff. Here's Bloomfield. I would stay away I would stay away. I mean, they're not terrible, but I would stay away. I would take a David Weekley over a Bloomfield home. This is a Taylor Morrison. I would take a Taylor Morrison over a Bloomfield home as well. And they actually put these. Let's see what this one looks like. All right, so this is priced at. Does this go into North? No, this is still Argyle ISD, so that's really good. All right, just check this one out. This home has actually got good space in it. Casual dining area, kitchen area looks fairly large, gathering room, curved staircase. I don't like the staircases that go into the hallway. I like it better, like if you can see this one, I don't know how close, you can't zoom into it, but it's curved. I like it when the staircase is like flush with the wall or something, or if it curves, it kind of does a better curve, like not directly into the foyer area. Bedroom in the front, 2-car garage with a little bit of storage, laundry. I wonder if you might be able to connect that laundry with the closet. That's kind of a little bit nicer. Bathroom on this one. Looks like it's going to be a little bit tight, but the upstairs you get a whole bunch of stuff. So big open space down to below. Media room's an option. Bathroom up two bathrooms upstairs actually. So you get a bathroom for the loft area for entertaining guests, and then you get the bathroom for inside. Can you do Highland Lakes? Okay. Cheetah Winner. This is, love that name. Cheetah Winner. I read it like Chi, C-H-E-E, to winner, not Cheetah Winner. Anyways, I have fun. Okay, I'll review Highland Lakes. Now, I did get an email, and I don't want to show you guys my emails. Hold on, let me do this real quick. It all goes down in the email. All right, let me just show you this real quick with what's going on with. Because they sent me an email. I'm looking through my email right now, guys. Highland Lakes. Taylor Morrison, Highland Lakes sent me. They sent me an email from something that they were doing bidding on their lots. Maybe it was my other email. Oh, bidding is live. Okay, here, let me show you guys this. So this is, we're back into bidding. Like, people are like, man, this market's going downhill. There's no one buying. No, they're doing bidding again. Because of the demand in some of these neighborhoods that are zoned for. If you're looking for Prosper ISD, it is going to just have the craziest demand. So just know that. All right, I shared this with my screen here. Let me see if I can put this. All right, can we see this? This was an email I got 2 weeks ago, something. But just for instance, they're starting the bid at $19,000 for this east-facing lot, this 60-foot one. So that's kind of what's going on with Taylor Morrison right now. If you have the option, which I think Pulte, I mean, they got waitlist in there right now, so I don't know how soon you're looking to buy within this neighborhood. But I would take the Taylor Morrison over the, let's just look at Taylor Morrison. I would take the Taylor Morrison over the Pulte. What's your budget, Cheeto Winner? Is my video on here? Oh, there's my video. Okay, so if you want like more information on like, I did like a full video over this. Definitely check the Cheeto. Check out that video. Okay, 700. 700. What about Mosaic? I'm guessing you're choosing Highland Lakes because it's zoned for Prosper ISD. Or do you not care about school districts? But yeah, anyways, go check out the video too. I have like a full, more in-depth video over that. Okay, let me go back. Let's look at Taylor Morrison. Yeah, okay, so have you heard of the Mosaic? There's gonna be better builders in there, and they're starting at like the 650s. So I would check that one out. Send me a text, we can discuss more. This is my phone number. But just because you told me Highland Lakes, let's just look at Taylor Morrison. I won't even review a Pulte because if there's two different, I mean, I'd go with the Taylor Morrison over that. Okay, so at 700s, the other thing that sucks about this community is that the amount of retaining walls and stuff within this neighborhood, it's retaining wall city, which I guess is why they call it Highland. That makes sense. Okay, so this is their lots. So these lots here on this right side, all these ones in this middle, like, are on this downwards hill. So if I was picking one, I'd pick more of the ones on this right side rather than the ones down at the bottom of this hill, or maybe some of these ones in the cul-de-sac. I think it'd be okay being on the backside with like no neighbor on the backside here. 60-foot lots are coming in on this side. But this is what their lot plan looks like, and then they will have like an amenity center, future retail, and then I think on the north side they actually still own the land up there too. So this community will be building out for a good amount of time. Let me look at what floor plan you could go with. Let's just do 60s. Okay, so these are 60-foot lots. Wait, see all floor plans. Let me just see what floor plan is. So 630. You're saying you're looking at the 700s. So probably your budget would be pushing the Sapphire, which is a pretty popular floor plan. But that would be the one that I would recommend, because you get these high ceilings, so it feels a lot open. Kitchen's nice. You get a big space with the gas stove, and then you also have like another countertop, big island space. Then it has like a little breakfast nook area. Ceilings are going to feel a little bit lower than maybe some other floor plans within some areas. If you can get those extended up, I don't know if they offer that as an option. But the upstairs, you know, you get a whole upstairs, and then here's what the backyard looks, and then you get a covered patio area too. The layout, let's look at this layout. So 3-car tandem garage, which is nice. Study, porch extends out. You get the dining room that faces out towards the front yard. See, this staircase is actually like flush, which I like. It doesn't like, you know, go all the way into that front hallway. It's not like you're like abruptly running into a staircase. Okay, owner's bathroom, walk-in closet, casual dining. Laundry area is in a weird place though. It's like on the totally opposite side, which is not what you're usually seeing right now. So that's a little bit funky. Second story opens down to below. You can do a game room, bathroom, walk-in closet, another bathroom, so you get a media room and a game room that you could do. Sapphire plan is pretty popular, so maybe you could look into that one at 3,300 square feet. But yeah, Mosaic I think could be another really solid option. All right, guys, it is almost 12 o'clock now. We're 2 minutes away from that. I'm gonna end the video here today. We got 6 people watching this. That's like, and it looks like all 6 of you like stayed for a pretty good amount of time, so that is awesome. So thank you guys so much. This really gave me a lot more motivation to like, I'm gonna keep on every Sunday. I'm just gonna slowly chip away, and hopefully by the end of the year we can have like 40-50 people in here having like a really fun chat with everyone. But this was great today. Okay, gonna end the video here. Peace out, guys. End stream. Bye bye. See you guys hopefully next weekend. I'm gonna do it 11 a.m. I'm gonna try to do 11 a.m. again because this was good.